Our town centres are under pressure, and new thinking is needed to make sure they support our communities in the future. To help plan for these changes, Wychavon has produced blueprints for our 3 main town centres: Droitwich Spa, Evesham and Pershore. We call these investment prospectuses. These will guide our thinking about future redevelopment and investment in our town centres over the next 20 years.
So what we're looking to do with the town prospectus for Evesham, Droitwich and Pershore is to really set that vision for the future. We've involved the communities and stakeholders in developing the prospectus, and now we want to really show how we can build that vision for the future and motivate the communities to try and help bring it to a realisation. The prospectus helps support inward investment, but also look at those smaller initiatives that can really bring that change. Droitwich has a unique heritage from being a brine spa in the past, and we want to build on that for the future. It's got great green open spaces, great waterways, and we want to build an experience that people can come to the town and understand what its history is and really enjoy it for the future. In Pershore, we have a fabulous market town, great independent stores and a setting that is really terrific. But we know we want to do more. We don't want to rest on our laurels. And what we want to achieve in Pershore is more connectivity with the new communities, more access to the river, and really play up on the events that are really good in the town now and make them even more for the future. In Evesham, what we want to achieve is to make it a hive of activity. We know congestion is an issue in traffic, but we want to get over that, but attract people into the centre for the right reasons, so that they can use the facilities and enjoy the heritage and the history around, whether it's the armoury or whether it's down to the river. You know, it is Evesham on Avon after all, and we want to make more of the river and the splendour that Evesham has to offer. The prospectuses hopefully give this vision that we would like to see for the future and to try and regenerate our centres. But we know they won't happen exactly as they're set out. But they will, we hope, start that discussion and allow us to work in partnership with many areas within our communities. But more than anything, we hope that they set that motivation for communities to come together to try and help build a better place for their town centres.
So what are our investment plans proposing? Let's start with the historic town of Droitwich Spa. The next 20 years will see Droitwich Spa embrace its status as a vibrant spa town, with leisure and wellness at its heart. This will not only provide a distinct and quality experience for those wanting to visit the town, but also increase the pull factors of the area, attracting new people to live in the town centre.
The access to the shopping centre, it's good really because it's centralised, it's pedestrianised. The parking is a bit of a problem, but I don't see that anything can be done about that really.
The main thing Droitwich has to offer is the brine baths. Droitwich must bring back the brine baths.
Wychavon has identified certain sites that we consider to be game changers. Developing these sites will have the greatest impact on bringing about the change needed. To the west of the town is an opportunity to create an attractive waterside residential quarter concentrating on the 3 key sites: Union Lane, known as the Baxenden site, Netherwich Basin, and the current fire station site. These 3 sites will offer opportunities for families to live close to the town centre, as well as opening up more opportunities for leisure and amenity uses. Another site with fantastic potential is the St Andrews Shopping Centre. The idea is to create a diverse retail offering, coupling retail outlets alongside food and beverage with a particular appeal to independents. The St Andrews site also presents an opportunity to create an attractive pedestrian environment that is better connected to the high street and helps increase footfall, encourages people to spend more time in the town centre, and creates space for event programmes. We also want to make the most of our tourism offering, including Droitwich Spa Lido, the canals and brine. The Lido in particular is one of the jewels in Droitwich Spa's crown, and there is the potential to make much more of it, including improving connectivity to the high street, exploring demand for a permanent restaurant, improved lighting, and exploring its potential as a national Lido and national open swimming centre. The town of Pershore is far more than just its townscape. This is a fabulous place to live that is special to its residents. It is vitally important that new residential communities and businesses around the edge feel as much a part of Pershore as those in the centre. With interesting places to eat, drink and stay, Pershore offers an independent, quality experience which attracts the curious, creative, cultural and aspirational customer.
I feel Pershore needs to appeal to a younger demographic to help the town grow and protect its future.
It'd be good to have more coach parking, as we've got none at all at the moment, to promote Pershore as a Pershore market town, and also obviously promote the market too would be good.
In Pershore there are two main game changer sites. Pershore Market site represents two potential opportunities. Option 1 would focus on a modernised, refreshed market that would in turn create a more direct pedestrian route. This mixed-use and leisure development creates a flexible market while adding extra care accommodation and food retail. The second option involves building on the success Pershore Market has already brought us. Part of the site would be suitable for housing alongside retail and office uses. The main aim here is to regenerate a significant gateway site and build upon the success of Pershore Market by expanding and diversifying its offerings. Another site we have identified is Broad Street, situated between the bustling High Street to the east and Abbey Park to the west. The idea is to transform Broad Street to accommodate some of Pershore's regular events. Broad Street Square will become the recognisable centre to the town, hosting a variety of uses, events and spaces attracting more residents and visitors to the town on a regular basis. It will become a place to sit, relax and experience all that the town's cultural, historic and independent boutiques have to offer. Over the next 20 years, Evesham will provide a fantastic place to both live and visit, with the focus on its riverside location, offer of key attractions, heritage, and its perfect location as a base to go and explore the Cotswolds, Shakespeare's country and the wider region. We want to reduce the dominance of vehicles in the town and provide an attractive and safe environment to enable active travel to become the first choice for everyday journeys in and around Evesham.
I think the parking and the traffic situation is particularly bad, which doesn't encourage people to use the high street, so I think if some changes could be made to get the traffic flowing better throughout the town centre, that would help.
We've got a lot to offer. We've got all the heritage, we've got beautiful riverside, lovely parks and some really beautiful shops. But we do need more investment and some improvement to get us there.
The following have been identified as game changer sites for Evesham Town Centre. The Riverside Shopping Centre offers the opportunity to link Evesham's retail core with its rich heritage. Wychavon are currently working closely with Chase Commercial Limited to develop a master plan for a mixed-use redevelopment scheme. The development will open up the area to make the most of Abbey Park and views of the River Avon. The site will contain an ideal combination of high-quality retail and leisure opportunities, as well as new housing. A second location, identified as a game-changer site, is Chapel Quarter. At present, Oat Street and Chapel Street cater predominantly for the car. There is an opportunity to remake this part of Evesham Town Centre to focus on pedestrians, by creating a space for a range of people to live within easy walking distance of Evesham's town centre. As well as providing practical alternatives to car use for local journeys, we will review our car parking provision. This will make sure there is enough parking to meet the town's needs, while also creating opportunities for redevelopment on a number of car parking sites, including the former Aldi and Oat Street car park, Chapel Street car park and Cowell Street car park. The aim for the High Street is to shift focus towards pedestrians and cyclists. A more efficient use of space would rebalance the street section to reduce the impact of vehicular activity. Visual improvements to the street scene, such as tree planting, will create a more inviting environment that complements the area's history. Our final game-changer site in Evesham is the Riverside Parkland. Crown Meadow remains as the town's key event space with potential for enhanced riverbank amenities and community play spaces. The Christmas Tree Farm site offers the potential to be reimagined into an active community space, bridging the High Street and Riverside locations.
So we know that with any prospectus things may not happen as planned. It is a vision, it is a guide, and we know a lot of the game changer sites are not within the council's ownership, and we're going to have to start the conversation and start working with private owners to see whether we can bring them to realisation or not as the days progress and years progress.
To find out more about our vision for the future of our town centres, visit wychavon.gov.uk/town-centres.